Hello people game lovers from Indonesia and other countries around the world. Welcome to my channel. Dan selamat datang di Untuk bagian ke-6 dari game Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Dan akhirnya di bagian ke-6 ini saya akan memulai game ini dimulai dari menu utama yang terbaru. Wow, bagus sekali ya. Oke. Saya setting dulu sebentar. Oke, udah bagus. Oke, saatnya saya lanjut saja memulai hari yang baru, dimana saya record ini di hari Selasa. Mantap.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oke, saya skip. Wow. Oh my god, sudah nampak bau ya, karena kemarin saya sudah
What could it mean?
mengikuti
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
expo
Perhaps he
dari
simply missed a memo.
The Stanley Parable
No matter how hard Stanley
maksud saya
looked,
Stanley
he couldn't
Parable
find a
2
trace
atau
of his
TSP2.
co-workers.
Ada balonnya ya, judul Happy 12th Birthday Step Nice. Oke, saya lanjut saja. Oke. By the way, ini lagunya agak kecil sekali. Oke. Oke. Oke, ada bucket. Nah, ini dia. The bucket reassuring.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Oke. Dan nampaknya pintu 416 yang sebelumnya adalah pintu menuju new content, dan new content sudah tertutup. Tapi tidak apa-apa karena saya tahu.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh my god, ada monolog baru dari narator. Akhirnya.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Oke.
Coming to a staircase,
Sepertinya
Stanley
saya
and
harus
the
naik ke
bucket walked
atas.
upstairs to the boss's office.
Naik ke atas, lalu ke pintu eksekutif kamar mandinya. Kamar mandi eksekutif. Wah, dapat apa ini?
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Oke, sepertinya saya berhasil menemukan salah satu figurin Stanley. Dan nampaknya sangat, wow, bagus sekali tadi ya. Dan totalnya ada 6. Oke, baiklah. Kalau begitu saya lanjut aja.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
Oh my god.
It would be with him
bau ya.
always.
Suasananya ini ada kursi sofa tiga lagi. Sofa satu, dua
Stanley was
kursi
so absorbed in the tender
santai.
spiritual connection he shared with the bucket
Sofa
that he
juga.
didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
Oh ya, saya lupa tadi. 2845. Okay.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it
what?
the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Okay. Oh, dapat nih.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This,
Yes.
You know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes,
What?
I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Oke, saya harus ulang dari awal karena saya fokus untuk mendapatkan figurin Stanley tersebut.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had... Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Bucket keyakinan.
Stanley clutched the bucket
Ember
tightly to his chest and
kenyamanan
emptied the
atau
door on his
keyakinan
neck.
lebih tepatnya ini. Reassuring. Nama bahasa Inggrisnya. Reassuring. How we can find them? Oh my god. Ya ampun. Oke. Employee 416. Fake lists are hard to find. Thank you and good luck.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oke, dapat satu.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Masa sih? Nator. Oke, saya harus ulang lagi. Sepertinya saya harus berkeinginan mendapatkan figurin Stanley. Okay, let's go.
All of his co-workers were
Wow,
gone.
yeah.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
Figurin
meeting room.
Finders
Perhaps
Committee.
he had simply missed a memo.
Meeting today in the meeting room. What?
The confusion and the chaos
Oh,
all
begitu.
seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Oke, pasti figurin kelima
Stanley
ada
clutched
sebelah
the bucket
pintu
tightly
kanan
to
ini.
his chest. This was not the correct way to the
Lalu
meeting
jalan
room.
menuju
But
ke
Stanley
gudang.
had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Dan
here
dialognya
it
sudah
was.
berubah ya.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this
Not
better?
yet.
No, never mind.
The bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his
Okay.
left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oke, sepertinya saya tahu harus kemana. Oke. Yes. Oke, di sini. Hati-hati, jangan sampai jatuh. Kalau jatuh, Stanley meninggoy dan ulang lagi game dari awal.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very
Yes.
soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be
Oke.
different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of
Perbedaan
them.
rasa.
And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Bukannya masih ada satu ya? Dan saya tidak bisa harus kembali ke atas, jadi saya ulang lagi. Mohon maaf ya penonton. Memang beginilah gamenya. Agak rumit dan susah.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Tapi
What
dengan
could it mean? Stanley
otak
decided to
saya
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
pintar dan
warmth
encer
spread
ini,
through Stanley's arms. With
saya
the bucket
memahami
in his
game
arms
ini
again, he
sedikit
was
demi
home.
sedikit. Little by little, I know this
Stanley
game.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the
I
meeting
know more.
room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
Okay.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Enggak,
And here
sama
it
sekali
was.
tidak.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was no, never mind. The
Yeah,
bucket was wrong.
Ember selalu salah.
Stanley took the door on his left to go
Yang
back
benar.
to the meeting room.
Belum tentu sih.
No,
Said
Okay.
the bucket.
don't go
Do not-
to the meeting room.
do not
Go
lie. If you are
somewhere
lying,
else.
right now,
The
stop.
cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oke. Figurin ke-6
Good.
pasti ada
said
di
the
sekitar
Now ride
pintu
the lift all
tersebut.
the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Oke, naik ke
Stanley did
atas.
not question why or how this bucket was speaking to
Oke,
him.
1,
It
2,
should have alarmed him,
tiga.
of course, because buckets can't talk.
Yes.
But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was
yeah.
firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket up. No, stop. Look there on the wall, you see? There's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point."
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Iya, bucket.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Oh, hologram. Bisa begitu ya?
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Gambar embernya sama aja ya. Coba.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Oh. Oke, berarti saya ditipu oleh Nato. Ya. Pintar sekali.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Nah, ini bau tidak ember.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest,
Lah,
I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get confused.
Tunggu.
This is the story of a man. And that even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
Wah, ini game dari Farm Simulator itu traktornya. Oh my god.
Is this a bucket?
Oh, okay. Tidak.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Hah? Okay.
Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Okay.
Item.
Selanjutnya.
Wait, hold on, I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
Mana to? Tidak.
Yes. Thank you.
There's
nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket.
Okay.
We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Kita akan bilang yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost
Kita harus
all
menipu
sense of perspective.
Stanley
What
harus
is a bucket? What
menipu
isn't a bucket?
Natanya
Mere
sendiri.
moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Yes, you are
Stanley,
the
I can't
bucket.
keep doing this. I'm losing myself. And
Okay.
myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
Apa?
I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game.
Oh no. Tidak. Damn.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible?
Okay,
They
bucket.
never stopped.
Anda
Surely
harus
I
tunggu
was
di situ
mistaken.
karena saya harus. Wow.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Okay,
well.
sepertinya untuk
Perhaps he
menuju
wanted to stop by the employee
pintu
lounge first,
warna
just to
merah dan
admire it.
view lewat di
The
atas.
lounge was sublime.
Setelah naik
A
atas
work
lift
of
itu,
art.
saya harus
What but eager to get back to
jalan
business,
tanpa
Stanley
adanya
took the first open door on his
ember.
left.
Oke, saya harus fokus.
Stanley was so bad
Focus.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oke.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
No.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do
Saya harus
want to
mencari-
help you, to show you something beautiful.
Yes, Stanley.
Let me
And there it
Figuin.
is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this
Yes.
moment, Stanley. This
Akhirnya.
is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
Oke.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
What?
So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all
It's
done
done.
here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Saya sudah mendapatkan semuanya. Jadi saya harus ulang lagi dari awal. Dan kita lihat apa yang terjadi. Penonton dan subscriber sekalian. Dan sudah 16 menit ya. Oke. Oke, lanjut.
Stanley,
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's just...
Ah,
it's
yang
those
benar
figurines,
sajalah Nato.
Those figlets. I haven't
Okay.
stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the
Yes.
brim with inner richness?
No,
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a
Okay.
story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Hah?
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Kembali ke memori, John. When Stanley found the collectibles. Now remembering. Wow. Okay. Oh, kita ke bawah ya.
Here's where it
Oh.
all began. The first
Okay.
collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain?
Untung aja
We were
tadi
so
saya.
innocent. We'll never
Wah.
be like that again, Stanley.
Wah, itu tadi gambar orang loh. Apa sekumpulan orang banyak. Oke.
And here was a second Stanley.
Ya,
You
betul.
found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You
Oh,
did
itu
that,
kamar mandi
Stanley. I'll be
atasan
honest.
Stanley ya?
Back then, I had no faith in you to find
The
any of them,
manager.
let alone 6.
Okay.
But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Oke. Let's go. Kita ingat lagi ke figurines yang ketiga dan seterusnya.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which
Okay.
of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
Oh, boss office. Wow. Oh my god. Okay.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here,
Yeah.
behind the boss's office. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm
Yeah.
glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be
Iyalah, saya
surprised.
masih ingat
After
Nato.
all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third
That
time
time doing anything. Ya, betul. Menurut
Let's
fakta
see, what
ilmiah,
came next? Oh yes, we found a figly in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room,
sebenarnya sih
but it's
tidak,
here in
Nato.
the memory zone, so it
Tapi
must
saya
have
ambil aja lah.
happened.
Waduh. Gambar seperti ini. Oke. Wah, ini kayak masuk ke Matrix.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really
Okay.
something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so
Yeah.
clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a
Hati-hati.
little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Video apa? Astaga. Video tahun 2010-an ini. Video yang ada di YouTube. Mini Stanley mah, ya betul. Gila. Wow. You found it near the cargo lift, ya betul. Terima kasih sudah menonton. Mantap.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Ya. Itu tadi videonya seperti video YouTube tahun 2010-an ya, awal-awal video mulai YouTube terkenal, mulai diketahui oleh banyak orang.
And then, Stanley, we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors.
Yes, red
this
and
memory
blue
is the
doors.
most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
Ya, betul.
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figly and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected.
Ya,
It was
semua
a moment
terkoleksi.
unlike any
Tapi
other.
melebihi koleksi
Except for the
sebenarnya ya.
other moments picking up
12 dari 6 ya
which it
kalau nggak
was
salah.
exactly like.
Oke, ini 2 pintu nih tidak masuk apa-apa karena menuju ke satu tempat ya. Berbeda dengan ending yang saya dapatkan sebelumnya. Oh my god.
And then there was no more. Because
Yeah.
we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to
Okay.
do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Hah?
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just
Sampai
go
ending
backwards.
ke-14.
We'll
Oh
do
my
the
god.
memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Oke, terima kasih Nato. Kukira Anda orang yang jahat ya, atau orang yang buruk ya. Tapi ternyata Anda orang yang
the
baik
room with
juga.
the red and blue doors. I remember this. I
Oke.
must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Oh, jadi harus kembali dari awal. Oh iya, kayak seperti rewind ya.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Ya, saya
Yes, I
Ya,
love
ya.
that video.
Saya paham Nato. Untung tidak seperti lagu Doom ya tadi ya. Teng 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 gitu. Tenet tet 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 gitu. Oke, let's go.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Tempat baru ini. Nato bukan tempat yang lama seperti di tahun 2013.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for
16 dari
finding all of
6.
these,
Oh
it
my
really
God.
would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Okay, let's go. Oh ya, understage belum. Nato, I cannot go to understairs. What happened? Okay.
This was our second Figly. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines.
Oh, lihatlah itu.
I want more memories,
Oh my
Stanley.
God.
I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Tempat yang awal kan? Oh, bukan. Stanley Parable 2. Iya, Oh my god, ini cocok untuk thumbnail. Sangat cocok. Oke, dah. Untung aja.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact,
Okay.
I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more.
Okay.
More memories.
Oke, udah ya. Semoga thumbnailnya bisa saya pakai untuk itu. Let's go. Udah hampir, udah 25 menit ya.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic
tidak.
memory, this one.
Saya paham maksud Anda, Nato. Kembali ke awal kan?
And before everything else, there was your office.
Iya, betul. Ah,
Is there
427.
anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
426
There's
kali.
something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
4. Oke.
Yes,
Apakah
I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions.
Oh,
I became
begitu.
lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason.
Tanpa alasan.
And Stanley. Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to
Natonya juga
imagine I had
sendiri
companionship.
seperti saya.
And Stanley really did
Enggak
make
juga
for
sih.
a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes,
Oh,
I can be
begitu.
on my own again. I can do it. I'll be
Masa?
stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore.
Apa?
Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in
Dari
the
awal
memory
Nato
zone,
memainkan
how about
Stanley
one more good memory?
dan juga
Let's go
players
back
seperti
just
saya.
once and give Stanley one more run of the office,
Ya
and
ampun.
then I'll retire him for good. I
Apa?
did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go.
Oke.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh my god, ini ending yang ke-14 ini sangat misterius. Aneh, sangat benar-benar aneh. Rewind kah ini endingnya?
A soft
my
wind
God.
blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Oke.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again.
Oke, saatnya saya harus
Not with the bucket.
ke ending selanjutnya.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Yang
to
berhubungan
his-
dengan
This was not
ember.
the direct way to the meeting room, but
Okay.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Oke, let's
And
go.
here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Oke, let's go. Kita ke...
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. You're good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Oke,
Stanley
ini
did not question why
ini
or
sebenarnya
how
ke
this bucket was speaking to him.
to ending
It should
katanya
have
ya,
alarmed
tapi
him, of course, because buckets
mungkinkah
can't talk. But
ending
Stanley
yang
chose not to
sebenarnya
think
yang
about this
saya
obvious
dapatkan di
fact.
bagian
He was
3
firmly
atau
convinced
4
that the bucket had
beneran
spoken to
bisa
him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket
menuju
asked.
akhir cerita yang sebenarnya. Mungkin. Semoga aja.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Oke.
Now pick up the phone.
Said,
No.
whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you
Apa?
get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Oh, saya
Can't you
paham.
see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's
Okay.
take a look.
Video.
One is comedic timing. One
Oh.
is comedic How does it work? How long should it last? How
Oh,
can it be
ini
used to
ending
effectively
baunya.
silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
90 menit.
Thankfully, the answer to
90
all
detik
of these
maksudnya.
questions is yes.
Oh,
Let's
bisa ya?
dive deeper.
Oke.
If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing
Mukanya
50
kayak
to
gitu.
80 centimeters
Kayak
from them
Simpson.
in a room of no more than 76
artistic
degrees
cartoon na
Fahrenheit,
Simpson.
with one of your arms raised straight
Ya
upward
ampun.
at a 15-degree angle from your
15 degree.
body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing.
Lelucon ini
To
memang
begin the
sangat
joke,
tidak biasa.
start by stating and spelling your name.
Oke.
Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke,
N-A-M-E,
including the specific
Astor.
times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh,
Ya
and then
ampun.
spell out your name a second time. With these steps
Name.
complete, it's time to begin the
Gitu.
humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no
Oh,
less than
begitu.
13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary.
Ada
When
umusnya
the
juga
joke
ya.
has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is
Rumusnya
over by
agak
declaring in your loudest
Seperti
possible
rumus
voice,
matematika.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Oh,
Let's
begitu.
practice screaming, I'm Dunny
I'm
with
Danny
the funny,
with the funny.
now.
Oh, begitu. I'm Danny with the funny. Itu masakas. Oke.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy.
Ini muka siapa
Finally,
ya?
it's time to hand out
Kayaknya
surveys.
mukanya
Collecting
Nato.
hard data from your
Pemain
audience on how rapt
voice
they were
acting jadi
throughout the
Nato.
joke is the only way to
Kayak
grow
Van
or learn as a
Kalinya,
comedian.
kalau nggak salah.
An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should
Wah,
include the
10
same
halaman.
question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random.
Oke.
And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have
Disposal.
audiences doubled over in laughter
Ya ampun.
and even tripled over in laughter in no
Astaga.
time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you
Okay.
gut-busting little scamp. After all, with each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight
ya
the
ampun.
12-legged invaders who threaten our
Ya
very
ampun.
existence and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us
Okay.
must be prepared to give our
And-
lives to this noble cause,
Oh,
just
jadi
as
ini
our children
lagunya
must do after us,
Banggaan Amerika
and their
Serikat.
children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Tadi itu ada
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no
background
matter.
hitam tadi.
I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing
Sam
are
ini
still as
tadi.
relevant today as they were
Sam
back
itu
then. So with that
creepy.
in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and
Ya,
walk
betul.
through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Oke. Terima kasih Nato. Oke, semoga saya dapat ending yang ke-15 dengan baik.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking
Okay.
bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king
Yeah,
of
betul.
comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness
Yeah,
we have
king
the
of
instructional
comedy.
video. Otherwise, who
Bukankah
knows
itu
where
ada
we'd be
Nato?
right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure.
Wow.
The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink.
Oh, joknya
things.
begitu ya. The bucket spoke gitu. The bucket spoke something. Okay. Oh, the sequel is now paused.
Here we go. You ready? When
Yeah.
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Oke, kita lihat yang sebelah kanan. Oh, hah?
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And
Oh,
it's
begitu.
all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
Tidak
Here
sih.
we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open
Oh, ini
doors,
seperti ending
they
yang
entered the door on the left.
sebenarnya ya, yang originalnya.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Okay.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you...
begini.
It's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley.
Akhirnya saya bisa memperdaya narrator. Akhirnya. Finally.
Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale...
Ya, kasihan narrator. Kasihan sekali narratornya. Kevin Bacting.
No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at jokes.
Okay.
I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos.
King of sarcasm, actually, narrator. Sarcasm. Dah? Apakah terjadi sesuatu? Oke. Ya, begitu saja. Sekian dari Walter bagian ke-6 ini. Oh my god, epilogue. Bagaimana nih ya? Sudah 37 menit. Oke, saya tutup aja videonya. Nanti episode selanjutnya saya akan memulai bagian ke-7 di epilogue. Epilogue ya adik-adik. Sekian, thank you for watching, dan jangan lupa cek sosial media saya yang ada di deskripsi video, dan boleh kalian sawe di saweya saya yang ada di deskripsi video juga. Berapapun hasilnya saya akan gunakan untuk mengembangkan channel saya dan membeli game baru. Sekian, thank you and have a nice day. Goodbye. Epilogue. Yeay.